Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. All right. Well, we got some GTA news today. Some few things I wanted to talk to you guys about. Bring it to your attention. There's actually some pretty big news about GTA 6, some actual real deal Holyfield news, and it's actually coming from the sources in Rockstar. Okay, that's pretty cool. Plus, a lot of people on PC are losing their whole entire accounts. Money, cars, weapons, all this stuff. And this is coming straight from Rockstar support. They are aware of it, and they say as follows: We are aware of an issue in GTA Online for PC where some vehicles, weapons, and properties are not displaying in character inventories and are actively working to resolve it. So yes, if you are on PC, this is happening right now. I don't think that this has happened on console yet. If it has, let me know in the comments down below. It's crazy. But yeah, so people are losing their stuff, and that sucks, man. Because I know a lot of people work really hard to build their GTA 5 characters empire. So Rockstar is aware of it, and I'm sure you'll get your stuff back. Now, if there is an issue and you don't get it back or you don't get everything back, I would absolutely fill out a Rockstar ticket. I would even I'd probably submit a ticket right now. And on my channel, if you search it, I have a video showing you exactly how to submit a Rockstar support ticket. So look that up. Definitely, that's a big deal. So this has happened in the past before, and it turned out that they got it all fixed. But this is pretty crazy, man, to have it happen right now. So, anyways, that is a true thing. It is happening, and they are working on it. Next information comes from Kotaku, where they interviewed GTA developers and some people. This is pretty rare that this happens, about the quality of life and how the quality of life working conditions are improving at Rockstar Games. And this bit of information came out in regard to GTA 6. Let's just read it and go over it real quick. So, one of the people that Kotaku is interviewing says right here, and this is apparently a developer, one plan that management has laid out for the next game, a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series, is to start out with a moderately sized release, which by Rockstar standards would still be a large game. That is then expanded with regular updates over time, which may help mitigate stress and crunch. But there's a catch. Rockstar's next big project is still early in development. When production ramps up and the game gets closer to launching, will overtime come with it? Will Rockstar employees then face the pressure of months of crunch in order to finish all the ambitious work it takes to make a Rockstar game? The changes have been good enough for me to stay and give them a chance, but let's see what happens down the road when the pressures of delivering a final product become reality, said one developer. So the next title appears to be Grand Theft Auto, and this is exactly what I was talking about with my prediction. I predicted that the next GTA game, GTA 6, will start out with a huge map, whether it's Liberty City or San Andreas or Vice City, and that updates will bring in the other cities. So say they start out with San Andreas again. Then we'll have Liberty City come as a DLC. Then Vice City is going to come. That's what I've been predicting. And it looks like that's something that they're going to be looking into, because they've always said from the beginning, years ago, that they wanted to make the airports operational, where you can go to the airport and then fly to another city in GTA. But this is kind of in relation to the earlier article that Kotaku did, and they mentioned this in this article right here, about the really rough working conditions with Rockstar Games, how employees were working long hours. And I want to say, like, Dan Houser was talking about how he was working like 100-hour work weeks or something for Red Dead. And listen, I'm an American, and I'm sure a lot of cultures are like this, where we have like a like a bipolar look on work. For a lot of things, we're used to working 50, 60-hour work weeks. That's simply how it is. Americans are used to working, multiple jobs and, having side hustles. We're, just like a lot of, I'm not trying to say that other cultures aren't, but there are other cultures that put a more of an emphasis on quality of life than Americans do. That is a fact. That is a fact. Some cultures have a bigger emphasis on quality of life, and there is much more help for people in those societies. In America, we have a lot of social programs, yeah, but we're used to that. So it didn't really strike me as odd to see people talking about 50 and 60-hour work weeks. That's what we do. 100-hour work weeks, though, I can see that being for like the top guys. If you're getting paid $50 a year, there should be no complaints about a 100-hour work week for a month or two. There should be no complaints, because the rest of the year, let's be honest, you're really just, fielding phone calls and, having meetings about this and that. And again, you're making 50, 60 million dollars a year, so let's not get crazy. But I'm really glad to see that because dude, your work weeks and things like that, there has to be a balance with quality of life. So I'm really glad to see that those things, that culture has changed. And this article was really about that. They're talking about the change in the culture with Rockstar and their work environment. So I'm really, really happy to see it because it is absolutely. I've in the past year or two, I've really come to see the importance of quality of life and just your mental health about this because the stress will just break you, man, and you don't even know it. You're so programmed in just doing what you got to do to get by and get to the next paycheck. It really does leave a toll on you. So I'm glad to see that working conditions are good to go. I don't think it's going to stay this way once the game, and Kotaku in this report talks about that. There's going to be some serious overtime and crunch time coming up when GTA, once they start putting teasers out for it. But they say that it's still in early development, so that is a big deal right there. How much longer can GTA 5 last? How much more content can they put out for it? How much more content can they put in GTA 5 before they face the issue where it's like for GTA 6 they don't have a lot to offer at the beginning of the game. You know what I mean? So they're gonna have to pretty much, you know, bring in a lot of the content they put into GTA 5 into GTA 6 because all the players of GTA 5 are going to expect a whole bunch of content on launch of GTA 6. That may become an issue. So I'm not sure that I'm fully, believing that it's in only the early stages of development. I think that they have been developing this game for quite some time, but they want to kind of, play that game where they're like, oh yeah, early stage development, and then like next month, bam, trailer comes out, teaser trailer, right? You know what I mean? So who knows, right? That's how they play this. But one thing I do know, as an American in this culture, and again, just like other cultures out there, money is king. And when it comes down to it, they're, the investors and the head honchos, the game companies, they're going to say, listen, guys, we want to make a bunch of money and we can, so we need you to work really hard for a long amount of time. So I think that's going to be a big issue. But nonetheless, I'm glad that the culture is changing. People are getting fired that need to be fired, and some of those drones are getting out of there. So that's really good. But yeah, some pretty important news today that's been surfacing. Really big deal. PC players getting their accounts wiped. But I do think that'll be taken care of, and some really solid information on GTA 6. And it is confirmed that is their next title. They say they're in early stages of development, and they hinted towards some of the game progress and what it looks like when it comes out. When they say moderately sized, I don't shake a stick at that and be like, oh, that's not good. No, it's going to be a huge game. I mean, they can't make it any smaller than Red Dead. It's not, and Red Dead is a huge map. So I can easily assume that it's going to be at the very least something the same scale of Red Dead. And that's just starting out. And they've already said they're going to scale in and phase in other expansions to the game. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. I think GTA 6 is going to be a huge game, and I still think it's going to be a 2021 release. I do think that. Possibly 2022, but I don't think it's going to be any later than 2022. I really don't. So, at the late or at the worst, we're looking at 2 years out, a year and a half, really, a year and a half to 2 years before GTA 6 comes out, and it could still be even sooner than that. So, well, you never know. With Rockstar, you just don't know. They could do this or that, and you have no idea. But that's some pretty interesting. So I wanted to bring this out to you guys and talk about it real quick, and let me know what you guys think. What do you think the release date's going to be? What do you think about the PC stuff? Maybe Rockstar, because everybody's at the house, they can't work like they normally do. Have they been hacked? Have their servers been hacked, or is this something, nefarious that's going on? You guys let me know in the comments down below. Pretty crazy stuff, man. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the illest and realest content in the game. Smash that like button. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Yeah.